you a question. This coming week's Parsha, or this week's Parsha, Parsha Vayetze, how many sentences are there in the Parsha?
Ich weiß nicht.
Okay, and what's the gematria of Ich weiß nicht?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's very important to know that, because the number of psukim, the number of verses in this week's Parsha is 148. The number of psukim, the verses in last week's Parsha, was 106. How do I know that?
Takes a long.
Because there's a little note at the end of the Parsha in many different Chumashim that tells us that. So, for example, at the end of Parshas Vayetze, it's not in all Chumashim, but some do have it. It has a line, Kuf Mem Ches Psukim, 148 verses, Chelki Siman. The way to remember it is with the word Chelki, because the gematria of the word Chelki equals 148, or Machanayim Siman. Or Machanayim is the Siman, the way to remember it. Last week's Parsha, the Siman, the way to remember, was Alu. Ayin Lamed Vav. Ayin 70, Lamed 30, Vav is 6. 106. Well, that's great. So now instead of just having to remember the number of sentences, you give me this other number also to remember. It's the other way around. Siman is a way to help you remember something. You have like an acronym or something like that will help you remember things. So last week, the gematria, Ayin Lamed Vav, Alu, they went up, is what it means. So what's it talking about? They going up to the land of Israel. This week, the siman is Machanayim. What is Machanayim? It's the last word in the Parsha. Machanayim means two camps. Because what happens is that when Yaakov is returning back to the land of Israel, he sees angels, and he says this is a godly camp, so he called the name of that place Machanayim, two camps. Because in the beginning of the Parsha, it also speaks about two sets of angels. And we talk about angels going with us, especially Friday night, coming into our homes from Shul, and we welcome them with Shalom Aleichem, welcome to the angels. So to everyone, say Shalom as you go out from the Shul today. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Also, reminder, 7 o'clock tonight